Okay, this is going to be a short but comprehensive guide on which pair of headphones to buy. First, I'll start off with the Sonys. Both get out of the way. The Sonys weigh in at 252 grams. Let me talk about all the pros. Um, First thing that I want to talk about is the sound quality. They sound really good. They're like comparable to wired headphones, um, and they react very well to the source. Like depending on which DAC or which device you plug them into, they'll sound so much better. Um, like they are already very good by themselves on Bluetooth, but when you plug them into your phone, your laptop, or even a dedicated DAC, they're gonna sound so much better. This is one of the main reasons why you want to get these, because like if you want to submerge yourself in music, listen to songs and feel excluded from the world, then definitely get these. They sound great. The other pro is the noise canceling. Yeah, they're like either the best or the second best. They're not bad by any means. They're still one of the best. Um, so yeah, they're still very good. Compared to the Bose, they're like head to head, you know. And the other pro is that it has 30 hours of battery life. It's good enough. And then there's USB-C. Um, yeah, USB-C is a pro. And then there's the aware mode. Like if you put your hand on this side, then activates the microphones to bring in the outside noise, as if you don't have the headphones over your head, which is nice. But at the same time, this is also a con because you have to put your hand over the ear cup. I mean, the outside of the ear cup all the time, which is not really that convenient. Now let's talk about some of the cons. Um, The main con is that the ear cups, they are soft, but they also get hot very, very quickly, and they're not comfortable apparently because how hot they get. But you could fix the issue by getting some aftermarket ear cups, and I'll leave a link below. So that could be solved, which is not really a con. But the good ones do cost quite a bit, like $50 just for the ear cups. So that's gonna bring up the cost. Speaking of cost, at the moment they cost about $300. So with the aftermarket ear cup, that's gonna be $350. And the other con is that it can only connect to one device. Yeah, so the main difference and the other con is that like when you are in a noisy coffee shop and you're trying to take phone calls, and like there's no way to take phone calls that way. You gotta take them off and use speaking to your phone. I mean, like if that's important to you, that's a huge con. So anyway, to summarize, if you are the kind of person that wants noise canceling while at the same time you don't want to give up your immersive sound quality, then do get these. Just fix them up with a pair of aftermarket ear cups, and you'll be fine. And if you don't take phone calls a lot, then get these. Let's talk about the Bose. Okay, first thing that I want to talk about is the beautiful design of the Bose. It's one piece, goes all the way around, real nice. Okay, let's talk about the pros. The first pro is that, believe it or not, the noise cancelling is actually slightly better than the Sony's. This is the first pro that I want to talk about, which is also an important one. It's hard to believe. The next pro I want to talk about is that this can connect to devices. So if you are on your phone and on your laptop at the same time, like you want to listen to music on your laptop or watch some videos, and then you decide to switch over to your phone, to take some phone call or whatnot, then it gets super useful. I mean, it's just convenient. Two devices, how many devices you're gonna need? And the next pro that I want to talk about is the aware mode. Notice how I said for the Sonys, the aware mode, you got to put your hand over the outside of the ear cup like the entire time. With the Bose, you could just press and hold this button for like 2 seconds, and then it's gonna bring you into aware mode. Basically, that's the same thing. Like it brings all the outside noise, the outside sound in, like as if you're not wearing anything. But then what makes this different is that you don't have to put your hand on anything. You just push this button for 2 seconds. It's gonna stay in aware mode the whole time, and then you just push it again for like 2 seconds. It's gonna bring you back to noise cancelling mode. That's a huge huge pro. You don't know how many times I use this, especially when in coffee shops you're walking around, and you gotta know what's happening outside. This can be super useful. Yeah, you do that. Yeah, I just use like 10 times a day because I'm always getting up, standing up, and walking around. The other pro is that ear cups are super useful. It's probably because of the material that's used. Like they don't get hot as quickly. It takes a long time to get hot, and even then, this can stay on your head for hours. That's one of the biggest pros about the Sonys. Just how comfortable ear cups are. Like if you cannot wear anything for long, there's no point in how good they are because you're gonna be taking them off. So this can stay on your head for hours. And then this also have USB-C. And then the next thing that I want to talk about is the phone calls. Phone calls has always been an issue with the noise cancelling headphones because they never have good reception. They never take good phone calls, and especially if you're someone that's working all the time and you expect your client to call you, like just having these headphones on your head, knowing that you can talk to your client with the push of a button at any time, and both of you will be able to hear each other. It's something like a security blanket, like worry free, so you won't be worried about when the call comes in, then you're gonna have to take the headphones off your head, switch over to the phone. Like you stop worrying about things. Almost like you can trust this device. Whatever happens, this thing got you covered. So I think that is important to a lot of people. It's only on the psychological side, but it's super important. So that's a huge pro. Let's talk about the cons now. The cons, they swivel, but they're not foldable, so they take up a bit more space than the Sonys. And the battery life is only 20 hours. And then the last con is that these don't sound as good. You can listen to them casually and try to enjoy the music, but this won't be as immersive as the Sonys. So that's a major con with this. Like if you're an avid music listener and you're trying to enjoy your music, this will not give you that kind of experience. Like even if you plug them into like a phone, laptop, the sound quality won't change that much. Almost doesn't change at all. So it doesn't matter what device you connect these headphones to, even whether it's a DAC. The sound quality is not going to change. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, okay. Here's my review, and thanks for watching.